I say tomato, you say...
Tomato.
That's all. I know. Well, it goes on to potato, potato, tomato, tomato.
That's right.
Let's call the whole thing off. Except for...
Just give me a couple of minutes, if you would.
Welcome, Mark. Nice to see you today.
Mark Hendricks from Price Cutter, and it's Tomato Palooza around here.
It is.
We've decided to show off a couple of categories in our stores. So for the next 2 weeks, it's tomatoes, and we've got 3 of our stores that we are showing this at, showing the whole categories at, and we'll put those addresses up a little later. But the tomato category has grown exponentially over the years. When I first started as a produce manager, you had a round tomato and maybe a Roma tomato and maybe some cherry tomatoes, and that was about it. It's gone from something that you just have with dinner to a snack. I mean, that's where all of these different varieties have come from. They all have different flavor profiles for snacking or eating or with salads or however you want to have your tomatoes.
With sandwiches, that's what I was looking for, because I like a BLT in the summertime.
My favorite is just going to the garden and slicing them in half, putting a little salt and
yes, sir.
eating them.
That is so good.
I love them.
Very good.
Where do you want to start, Mark? When would you like to start with?
We can start
down
toward
here?
that end.
Okay.
I'll tell you what, let's go across this back.
Oh, the back part, okay.
Back row here. On the very end down there are Roma tomatoes.
I'm going to hold this up for the camera.
Beautiful.
There we go.
Anyway, we got a great price on these. I've done something different here. We've lowered prices on a lot of items because of our vendor friends. The folks like the Nature Sweet and Red Sun and a couple of Melissas. We have several different varieties of tomatoes from all over the place. We got some from the United States, some from Canada, Mexico. It just depends on where they're growing as to what time of year. Florida.
Okay. And I got these two right here. I'll just hold these back.
Yeah. That's a beefsteak tomato. That's a beefsteak tomato there. Great for sandwiches, whatever. This is a perfect size. This is one of the larger sizes that we'll get all year long.
My hand is shaking. Can you
I
see
was
that?
Here, I'll help you put that down. Oh, that's heavy.
Heavy tomatoes.
Those are beefy.
The glory tomatoes that he was holding up that's just an old-fashioned cherry tomato, just basic cherry tomatoes. And like I said before, we're as far as snacking goes, we've got things like the bonbon tomatoes. They have a little sweeter profile, so we have a lot of folks that want to put something different in the lunchbox, and this is perfect for kids.
You could trick your sweetie and say, "Honey, I got you some bonbons," but they're tomatoes.
Yum!
You'd be surprised and they eat like that. You'll just continue to put them in your mouth.
Yeah,
exactly.
All right, what do we got here? Old school heirloom?
Yeah, these are heirloom tomatoes. That's these right here.
Hold this up. You might need to help me, Cal.
Here, we'll
hold this up. Yep.
There we go.
This is your grandma's old tomatoes or late 18th century, 19th century tomatoes. They were growing wild, and we've cultivated them into what you see with the beefsteak and the regular round tomatoes.
I love them.
Wow, I love that.
Very
Unique
nice.
shape.
Yeah, interesting colors, interesting flavors.
Right.
This is the cluster tomatoes are on the vine. We have several varieties of these. We have the larger variety like this.
For you guys. I like picking them like this because I feel like they're right at the vine.
More flavor.
They actually do have a little more flavor because they're left on the vine until they're ripe, and then you pull it off and eat it.
I like to buy them that way.
Love that.
And then this is just a regular round tomato. It's got good flavor, but in season for like the Arkansas tomatoes and that'll be the best time of year for that, and that'll be in May and June probably.
They're can I just say those are beautiful tomatoes?
They are pretty.
Like that's perfect for a sandwich.
Yes, they are beautiful.
Yes. Then here we have some on the vine organic tomatoes.
That's nice.
The little Nature Sweet cherubs are probably one of the most popular snacking tomatoes that we have. It's actually a variety of a grape tomato. So it's extra sweet, easy to eat. They've made the packaging nice these days where you just can pull that little top open, grab it open, and then reclose it instead of a basket top.
That's the one I pick. And I put that in my salads and stuff.
Yes, very good.
You can eat them by themselves or whatever.
And the Comets are a yellow variety of cherry tomato. Usually a yellow variety of tomato will have less acidity, so it'll be a little sweeter.
Okay.
And it won't, if
like
you have acid reflux, that kind of thing, it'll help with that if you just love tomatoes but can't eat them because of too much acid. The next one's our Sweet Pops. That's another snacking. You guys can try any of those.
Can you hand me one?
I want to try a Sweet Pop.
Yeah, me too. Oh, I almost went for it.
Sweet Pops are very good. It's got a good flavor. The one next to it is a Constellation that has 3 or 4 different varieties in it. It's got some of the Comets, and Nature Sweet does a really good job with all the different varieties and flavors that they offer.
Can I eat
That
one of
is
those
good.
too? That is so good. I want to eat this
Oh,
yellow
man.
one.
Certainly.
Man, they're so good, that flavor. Continue on, Mark. Our mouths are full.
The next one are the Hot House cocktail tomatoes. They're in the package there at the front. So there are different sizes of on the vines. We've got these. We've got the cocktail.
Which one
Hot
are you
House.
on?
That's the package
one?
right there.
Okay.
And then the on the vine cherries right next to that.
Right.
That's just an old school cherry, but we've done the same thing. They've clipped the vine so that it's a little sweeter when you get it.
Gotcha.
And then the Chef Collection down there, premiums on the front. That's
Yeah.
another company's Varieties of tomatoes, extra sweet, really good.
Yeah.
Okay, Mark, before we run out of time, you have some samples back
Yeah.
here for us. So what are we going to eat?
I gave you just Aroma, a regular Aroma, one of the heirlooms.
I'm gonna try that.
I'm
One
gonna
of
try the
the
heirloom.
darker varieties of heirlooms, and then the lighter variety of heirloom.
I'm going to hold these up. He's made some. I love these.
Dark heirloom?
Yeah.
Yes.
Roma tomato.
And
right here.
that's a Melissa's version of an heirloom. It's called a dark loom, and it's just a dark heirloom tomato.
And that's organic. That's nice. Now,
try
what one
these.
is this one?
That one is just a regular heirloom, just a red variety. We also are offering at this time some sun-dried tomatoes, so you can either
I
get them
love those.
dry or in the
Oh,
jar.
or in the jar. Look
Oh,
at this,
yeah,
guys.
So
nice.
we've-
Now, this is easier if you don't want to
Yeah.
try to make it, but look, I bought these actually
That
before.
always makes every dish better.
Yeah.
I love
So
that so much.
we've discounted all this category. You'll see it at the front of the 3 stores that I was talking about.
Oh yeah, I think we might have still the address of where you can find. There's 3 price cutter stores in the Springfield area right here that will have these displays. Is that
We
right,
got
Mark?
the one on the one on East St. Louis, or on the one on St. Louis is right next to the college.
Right.
The one on Battlefield is on the west side or the east side of town, and then the one on Republic is kind of on the south side of town. So we tried to hit all of those, and if you'll watch the lobbies over the next 2 or 3 months anyway, we'll have the tomato category. We just finished with the citrus category. We're going to do potatoes, onions, and garlic. So we'll have all of the different varieties for cooking.
Can you, Mark, when you come back next time, do potatoes and tomatoes, so potatoes and tomatoes?
Okay.
Okay, thanks.
I'll bring a few tomatoes with
We
me.
just want to sing the whole song.
All right, Mark, this is great. And guys, take a look at any of those stores because the word discount is not something you hear very often. And
Right.
these are all delicious. So
Thank you.
Mark. Great to see you.
Thank you.
All right, we'll be back right after this.
And I want.
I want another one. I
Those
love
are so
those.
good.
So,
Try
so
one
much.
of
Oh, one of
those.
Oh, that? Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah. Let me reach.